Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Please excuse my appearance. I've just come out the shower, so my hair is wet. I'm in my pyjamas, and so yeah, don't look at how I look. But anyway, it's my birthday tomorrow, 17th of September, so I wanted to come on and do a vlog because it's my birthday and because I wanted to share my experiences of birthdays, partly with anorexia and partly just life. So I hate my birthday, like seriously hate it, and I wanted to share my feelings around my birthday in case other people may feel the same, and if, you know, in sharing experiences it can help others. So as I say, I really hate my birthday. Sorry. And my hatred for my birthday is partly linked to anorexia, but it's also, I think, slightly separate from anorexia. So I think there are really two main reasons why I hate my birthday so much. And the first one is I have always hated getting older. And the thing is, like, I cannot remember a time in my life when I have liked or looked forward to my birthday. So I'm going to be 33 tomorrow. So literally for the whole of my 33 years of life, I've hated my birthday. You know, from my earliest memory of birthdays, so say from like being 4 years old, I guess, from memory, I absolutely hated it. I would dread the day that my birthday would come round. I didn't want to get any older. I just hated having a birthday. And obviously when you're a kid, you know, you enjoy having the presents and stuff. But I hated the, you know, the actual birthday, the getting older. And obviously when I'm 4, 5, whatever years old, I didn't have an eating disorder. You know, I didn't have anorexia. That wasn't until my teens. But my hatred of birthdays has been my whole life. So when people often say to me like, oh, you know, it's the eating disorder that's made you hate your birthday, you know, you just need to embrace it, you know, there's nothing wrong with getting older, just, you know, make the most of what you've got. It's all well and good saying that to me, and I, you know, I understand what you say, but when you've had a thought and a feeling and that's very intense and powerful, literally your whole life, just saying to someone to have a positive attitude about it is, you know, it's not going to help. It's not going to change it. You know, growing up when I was younger, it wasn't just simply a hatred of my birthday. It was like such an overwhelming, intense fear of getting older. You know, it would haunt me. And so even, you know, to this day, I still hate getting older, like really hate it. And I hate having my birthday. So that's, like, I think the first main reason why I struggle around my birthday, because I hate the concept of it. I always have, and I don't like getting older, but who does? And the second thing, which I think is, well, it is anorexia related, whereas that first one, I don't think, you know, my anorexia hasn't triggered that hatred of my birthday, because that was already there from birth as far as I can remember. But yeah, the second reason why I hate my birthday is because it reminds me of the time I've lost through anorexia. And so it can be quite upsetting when, you know, the birthday reminds you that you've got older, and, you know, you look back and you think, God, I've wasted so much time. How much of my life have I wasted counting calories, weighing myself, being in hospital? You know, it can be upsetting, but also you can use it in a motivational way, in that you can think to yourself that you don't want to waste any more of your life being like that. So yeah, that's kind of swings and roundabouts, but it is very, so if you've seen my anorexia story video, you will have a kind of a brief, you know, knowledge of my journey, my story, my life. So yeah, basically from the age of 19, I went into hospital, and, you know, I was in and out for, you know, a period of 3 years. which, you know, was 3 years completely lost. I wasn't living, I was completely ruled by anorexia. And then when I was, you know, last discharged from hospital, which was in 2011, when I was about 22, nearly 23, whilst I was, you know, managing, I still wasn't really living, and my world was still very, very much dominated by anorexia, and it still felt like time was being lost. And, you know, when I came out of hospital when I was 22, I'd basically been in hospital since I was 19, and it felt like I was coming out of hospital still a teenager and still not the age that I was meant, or that my birth certificate said I was at. And then with, you know, having a period of about 5, 6, 7 years when I was still quite stagnant, because anorexia, I was managing, but I wasn't, you know, recovering as such. I was just hovering. It's felt like a lot of time lost. So then I have looked back over the past couple of years and thought, I've literally lost the whole of my 20s to anorexia. And yet, in a way, that I do use that positively to say, don't lose your 30s the same way, which I haven't. And really has been the past couple of years, well, pre-COVID past couple of years, that I did finally feel like, yeah, do you know what? I'm living, I'm doing recovery. COVID has obviously stopped life as such, so everybody probably will now be feeling like time is slipping away from them and they're getting older, whereas the past 2 years we've just been trapped in COVID. So it's kind of like, if everybody can understand that COVID feeling, that's like what someone with anorexia, what I've had for the past decade or so. So that's why I find birthdays a real struggle. It is a reminder of, you know, I'm now going to be 33, and what's happened to all those years before me. And, you know, I do often think to myself, like, how could, you know, calories and weight have taken years of your life, like just obsessing about it. And I hate the fact that they mean so much to me. Like, why do calories and weight mean so much? And obviously, yeah, I have made a lot of progress in that time, but I think birthdays is just a reminder of everything, basically everything. And also linked with that, and linked with the whole, you know, anorexia, eating disorder and losing time, is the fact that, yes, I'm now going to be 33, but I don't feel 33, and I'm not at the stage of life that a lot of other 33-year-olds are at. And, you know, I think it's important to remember that there is no timeline that people have to follow. And I think this is something that society kind of instills in people, that at certain ages you have to have done certain things, be doing certain things. So, you know, have a career by X age, have marriage, children, a house, everything, something by a certain age, which I have come to realise is totally ridiculous. We don't have to follow a timeline, and I have become much more accepting of that. That, you know, okay, I'm 33, you know, I don't necessarily have a career, I don't have, you know, my own family, my husband, my children, my house, but I'm okay with that now. And not a few years ago, maybe many years ago, that probably would have bothered me a lot more than it does now. But in terms of my birthday, which again is tomorrow, and as I said, that my whole life I have dreaded my birthday, I have actually also become much better in dealing with my birthday. So as a teenager, I hated my birthday so much that I moved my birthday. I thought, I cannot deal with my birthday when it is, so I moved it 9 months later in the year, because I just could not cope with getting older. I just couldn't deal with it. You know, I would cry, I would obsess about it. You know, the 5 months before my birthday, I would be counting down the months till I had my birthday because it would just terrify me. But as I say, now I'm so much better at dealing with it. You know, I'm never going to be at the point where I enjoy or look forward to or like my birthday. That, you know, I'm realistic here. You know, it's not about me being negative and not being positive. It's just being realistic. You know, when you've had this your whole life, it's not going to miraculously change. But I do accept it much more than I have done in, you know, previous years. And as I said before, like as a teenager, it would haunt me for months. Whereas now it's kind of like, oh yeah, it's my birthday. You know, I haven't really thought about it. I might have thought about it a bit in October, thinking, oh, it's my birthday. But it's not like there all the time, me thinking, oh my God, I'm soon going to be X age, or it's soon going to be my birthday. Now it's just a case of, you know, I might be doing something and I see what the date is, and it might pop into my head, oh, it's my birthday in, you know, X number of time. But that's only really when my birthday is close. And although I do hate my birthday, I just accept it and I deal with it much better. And me to deal with my birthday is to not celebrate it, to not really do anything, for it just to be a normal day. And often people say to me, oh, that's really sad, you should do something, you should try and celebrate it. And I'm like, no, this is how I cope with it. This is actually, you know, this is a better for me to deal with it this way than to, you know, spend all of my life basically dreading each birthday that comes round, because that's what it was like. I'd have one birthday and then, you know, I'd be dreading the year for the next one, whereas now it's just like, it's my birthday, okay. And the thing is, I'm also now much more accepting of my age, of, you know, getting older. Sorry, my phone just went off. So yeah, of getting older. You know, before I would be like, oh my God, I can't be this age, I can't be this age, whereas now I'm like, do you know what, I'm going to be 33. I accept that. So what? You know, just carrying on with life. Age, trying to tell myself age is just a number, and to be honest, it really is. And obviously that doesn't change the fact that I still very much hate my birthday. But as I say, I just accept it now, and that makes it much better for me. And also, you know, I think it's important to actually realise that it's okay to not like your birthday. You know, you don't have to look forward to it or enjoy it or want it. It is actually okay not to like it or to celebrate it if you don't want to. That is okay. That is anybody's free choice. And a lot of people might think that, oh well, you know, you hate your birthday so much, you know, anorexia has taken years of your life and now it's, you know, ruining every birthday. No, anorexia isn't ruining every birthday. It's just anorexia has had such an impact across a lot of my life. And yeah, it does make birthdays harder. But even if now, like, I had no anorexia at all, and I'd still probably look back at the years that I had it and feel sad. So I think there's a lot of pressure and expectation on people to do things and want things in certain ways, and birthdays and celebrations are, I think, included in that. There's, you know, there's an expectation and a pressure that we celebrate them, we enjoy them, we look forward to them, and no one really ever talks about not being like that. And you know, I think, you know, we have to, you know, not everybody does enjoy their birthday or look forward to it or want it, and that is totally okay. And we shouldn't feel, I think the fact that we feel like we should want it and look forward to it makes us feel even worse because we don't. So I'm here telling us all that it's totally okay not to enjoy your birthday. If you do, great, you know, go out and celebrate or do whatever you want. But if you don't like your birthday, you don't look forward to it, you hate it, that is okay. So yeah, tomorrow is my birthday. I'm not celebrating, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything. It's just going to be another day, and that makes it much easier for me to deal with. And I accept I'm a year older. You know, I'm not moving my birthday anymore. You know, I have come a long way in accepting and tolerating my birthday, but it is still an unpleasant time of year. It's probably my worst time of year. So I don't know if other people who have anorexia or eating disorders can relate to how I feel. Maybe you have the whole thing from childhood of not wanting to grow up, and although I say that's not linked to anorexia and that the anorexia hasn't caused me to hate my birthday because of that, it may well be linked to anorexia in that anorexia may be partly caused by my hate, my terror, my fear of not wanting to grow up. I don't know, you know, I'm not a psychologist. But yeah, the looking back on and feeling like years lost, that you're not at the stage of life that you think you should be at, or that society says you should be at, that, you know, that might be very common. I don't know, because it's not really something people talk about, is it? You know, their feelings around their birthday and eating disorders. So yeah, that's my video basically. Nothing really particularly interesting. Sorry for waffling. I'd be really interested to know if you have feelings around your birthdays. Maybe you can relate to anything that I've said. But yeah, also please, if you do relate to how I feel, please do take, you know, positivity or hope that I have come a lot better in, you know, dealing with my birthday. And I say, I'm not now moving my birthday 9 months in the year, and it doesn't haunt me for months beforehand. I just accept my birthday, the day comes and it goes, and I move on living my life. And the thing is, with the birthday, you think, oh my God, I'm going to be a year older. You're literally a day older than the day before. Then that's what I try and think to myself, you know, every day is one day. You know, it's not, oh, I'm a whole year older. It's you're one day older than the day before. So yeah, that is my video. I'd love to hear your comments if you have any. Please don't comment on how I look or that I'm relapsing. If you think I'm relapsing, please look at my previous video where I explain everything that's happened. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'd love for any subscribers, or if you like it, like it. If you don't. But yeah, thank you for watching.